devalued, the contest, devalued.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests. Do we have any Seinfeld fans in the audience? And I know what you're thinking. It's called The Contest. It's called Let's Get Personal. But no, we're not talking about that type of contest. I'm going to share with you tonight 2 events that took place in my life and have shaped me to be the man that stands before you tonight. I want to go back 3 years ago. I can still hear the contest chair's voice. Steve Elliot! Steve Elliot! I stride towards the stage. My heart is pounding so loud, I think everyone in the auditorium must hear me. My mouth is as dry as the Sierra Desert. I take the stage at the district speech evaluation contest, and suddenly I feel the piercing eyeballs staring at me from the audience. Have you ever had one of those out-of-body experiences where you kind of see yourself going in a very wrong direction and you're screaming, "Get out of it! Snap out of it!" Nope. The car is jumping off that cliff, and I saw myself struggling for words. Ahs and ums were spewing forth like water. I was a wreck. And as I slunked back to my seat after that speech evaluation, I knew I had blown my chance. Was I discouraged? No. Toastmasters offers such a nurturing, supportive environment. Members of this club, people I'd met at that spring conference, came up to me and told me I had done a job well done. I was just grateful that they didn't announce anyone out of the top 3, for I was sure I had come in last place. But something happened that day. A flame started to grow within my belly. I wanted to get back to the big stage. Now, fortuitously, a few years later, the International Speech Contest arrives. My mentor, Albert Chang, asks if anyone is competing against him at the club contest. And I say no. Albert is distraught. And he says to me, "I do better when I feel like I've got someone competing against me." So at the very last moment, I throw my name into the hat to compete against my mentor. As you probably would have guessed, I came runner-up to Albert. But I got the chance to go to the area contest. Now, in my mind, I was sure the best I could do was runner-up again. But that didn't matter. I was just looking for more growth as a speaker. I don't know if you've heard the popular quote that's sometimes given. There's 3 speeches that you deliver. The speech you wrote, the speech you delivered, and the speech you wish you delivered. Have you had that feeling coming off stage going, "Oh, I missed that crucial sentence. I missed the joke"? Something magical that night happened to me. For when I came off that stage at the area contest, I was happy with what I delivered. And I thought, I've got a good chance of being runner-up to Albert. As I sat there, listening to the results, waiting nervously, Carl announces the 3rd place winner. It's not my name. Carl then announces the runner-up is Albert. I'm shocked. My heart skips a beat. And then he announces that I won the contest. I was on cloud 9. I was so happy that I had risen to the challenge. And to show how supportive we were, Albert Albert comes over and offers me suggestions for how to compete at the division contest, strengthening the mentor-mentee relationship. I did something out of character for me at the division contest. I invited my son to come and watch me deliver my speech. I had never done that, but because Derek was such a huge part of the speech, I wanted him to see it for himself. It was another growth point for me, for I had to keep those emotions in check, not let my voice crack when I was talking about Derek and could see him with a smile on his face from the audience. When I won that division contest, the flame got hotter, for I knew I was going back to the same stage that 3 years ago I had completely and utterly choked. I had a shot at redemption, and I was excited for it. Now, when we went to the contest briefing, and I saw last year's winner eyeing the competition, checking the stage. 3 years ago, that would have psyched me right out, and I would have become a bubbling mass of jello. But I realized I wasn't competing against him. I was competing against myself. I needed to deliver a better speech. And this time, when the announcer called my name,
Voices from the past, Steve Elliot. Voices from the past, Steve Elliot.
as I strode to the stage, my mouth wasn't dry. My heart was beating at a comfortable pace. And what was running through my mind was Albert, Kathy, Mark, Christina, and on and on and on. And I realized then and there, I could do this. And so I focused and gave the best speech that I have ever delivered. When I sat waiting for the announcements of the names, I had personal satisfaction. It didn't matter if I was going to place. What mattered was I felt I had done the best I could. When they called my name for third place, you would have thought I'd won. I jumped from my chair. The pork credit tables whooped and hollered. And again, I was walking on air. Did that extinguish the flame? No. The flame grows hotter now because I want to do better than I did last time. So, will I get back to the big stage again? Time will tell. But the growth I experienced on that journey back to the big stage was one that has shaped me to be the speaker I am before you. I encourage you all, get out of your comfort zone, try things, listen to that fire that's burning in your belly, and achieve what you may think is impossible. Mr. Joseph.